Ollie, now you've had a little bit of time to reflect. Is there anything you'd do differently in the Transat CIC?
Yes, I thought quite often about this. It's a constant thought in my head, playing through the race again and again. One of my main aim at the beginning of the race and ahead of the race was to sail a very conservative, defensive race, with the sole aim of getting the boat in one piece and myself in one piece in good shape to America. I managed to deliver the boat and myself, but not in the shape I wish to. So and you know, halfway through the race I ended up accelerating, starting to overtake boats, and I think I've lost this number one objective a bit out of sight. So it's something I need to work on. Now it's the New York Vendée is a good platform for this, because the Vendée Globe in 6 months' time is a very different race. Sailing conservative and defensive and safe is a very important priority, and I need to be able to keep this constantly on my mind, and I think that's an area where I need to improve.
So do you see that the New York Vendée is an opportunity to practice again at that strategy?
Absolutely. I am I'm quite a competitive and ambitious person, and it sounds maybe funny, but it's easier for me to sail fast and maybe at the limit than to know this sweet spot where you maybe sail 5% slower, but in a much safer, more conservative way. And I need to really work on this, that I'm mentally happy to sail at 95% over extended periods of time and not always push to these 100%, even if there are competitors around me, even if I do start overtaking other boats. I need to keep this constantly on top of my mind, that it's all about sailing smart and not hard.
So I understand that on the Transat CIC there was actually some damage to the boat, in particular the sails. How's that going to impact you?
The damage to my sail wardrobe, I think, has two impacts. One is kind of the short-term immediate impact it has, and then a longer impact. The short-term impact is that I will miss 2 sails for the New York Vendée race. So it's notably my J2, my medium head sail, which I use for upwind sailing in moderate winds, but also for downwind sailing in strong winds. That's one sail, and then the other one is my fractional Jenneker, which is my heavy weather downwind sail, which I use from 23, 22 knots to about 30 knots. What that means is, on a race boat you have something called a sail wardrobe, and this sail wardrobe gives you a sail plan, so it tells you, or it tells me, which sail I should use in which conditions. And losing these 2 sails means that I have a gap in my sail plan between 23 knots to 30 knots where I will not have the optimal sail. It means it's not impossible for me to sail in these wind ranges, but I'll just be not at the optimum performance, and that's something I have to deal with and accept. The long-term impact is a financial impact, especially the J2, so the small Jenneker, the fractional Jenneker, we always knew will have to be replaced anyway. It was not in very good shape before the race. It already did the Vendée Globe once before, so that was already on our list to get replaced. But the J2 head sail is it was a brand new sail, produced by Quantum, and I was very happy with the shape, with the design and everything. And losing this sail has a financial impact, and we need to replace this sail, and that's not easy. We're operating on a very limited basis, and we did not budget to replace this sail again in summer. So we need to go over the books and see how we can afford it. As it is a very crucial sail, it's not a matter of whether or not we replace it. We need to find a way how to replace it before the Vendée.
You're one of the few teams without a title sponsor. What would it mean to you if you could find this main partner?
Finding a main partner and naming partner for my campaign would mean the world to me. It would change everything. Many of the problems that I faced over the last couple of races basically come down to redundancy and having equipment that is new or tested and have spare equipment on the boat, and this in turn comes down to budget. These campaigns are expensive to run, the equipment on the boat is expensive, and quite often when you have to make trade-off of where to spend the money, the redundancy is the thing that comes short. So that would definitely change a lot from a performance basis and a safety basis. The other thing is that I have a team, and I have multiple crew members that help me in my campaign and support me. But a lot of them are friends, they're family, and they work for a limited salary. Some of them even work as volunteers. And this fills me with pride and honor that people actually believe in me and do the hard work for me to be able to do this Vendée Globe campaign. But finding my main partner would also give me the ability to live up to their expectation, and then to finally deliver, do the last step and deliver a successful Vendée Globe and sail around the world in 6 months' time.
And what does that support look like? What are you actually looking for?
So we have multiple ways how people can support our campaign. We have a club, for instance, where private individuals or even SMEs and smaller companies can start to receive benefits and returns, but also make a really crucial difference in my campaign from as little as €1,000 or Swiss francs onwards a year. But then it goes up to premium partnership and title sponsorship. And when we talk about the title partner and the naming partner, we are talking at about 500,000 for a full year of sailing and having a boat to do a round the world trip with their name on the sails and me as their ambassador.
And is that good value?
We believe it is exceptional value. If you take benchmarks from all the other teams, as a title partner, you normally are looking at 2 to 3.5 million a year of expenses and costs to be a naming partner of a Vendée Globe team. We are very aware that we are a young team, and the Vendée Globe is 6 months away. The whole campaign now lasts for another 12 months. But taking into account all these facts, it's still an unbeatable prize, and I'm convinced that we as a team and I as a sailor could deliver exceptional returns to this money.
And is there still time for someone to become a title partner this year before the Vendée Globe?
Absolutely. I mean, thanks to my team and the people around me, we have everything set up to welcome a title partner. So if someone approaches us and wants to get involved, the moment we push the button, it's weeks until the boat will have a completely new look. All our communication channels will have a completely new look, and we can properly embrace a new partner in the campaign.